So my name is Paul Clifford. I'm a teacher at King Middle School, and I had some friends volunteer to help me out with a little project to show the students. And we picked one of the four freedoms that we picked was freedom from want. And the question that we chose to discuss was how has the pandemic changed our view of the have and have nots in the United States? And the first person who's going to talk is Jordan.
My name is Jordan Parks. I am an artist and also the operations manager at Sail Maine. And one of the things that the pandemic has really highlighted for me for have-nots and haves is the access to the internet. A fact that I found is almost half of the world's population is without access to the internet, which is really difficult when we are resourcing information through the internet.
Thanks, Jordan. That's awesome. Anna?
Hi, my name's Anna. I'm the Director of Advocacy and Partnerships with Full Plates, Full Potential. We're a child hunger nonprofit in Maine. And what I have seen during the pandemic is that hunger is increasing in our country and in our state. So the number of children that were experiencing hunger before COVID-19 hit was around 11 million, so about 1 in 6. Now that has increased to closer to 18 million, so about 1 in 5 children are now experiencing food insecurity. But a lot of schools and other organizations are trying to help by providing meals to kids. So since schools closed in Maine, Maine schools have served about 3 million meals to kids across the state.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anna. Brian?
Hey everybody, my name is Brian Thrall. I am the climb and photography manager for Fight Colorectal Cancer, a national nonprofit cancer advocacy organization. I think if we've been paying attention to the pandemic and which populations have been affected more severely, we noticed that lower income and more minorities have been affected. So for me, one of the things that is startling is that there has been a mass exodus of rich white people from New York City. Looking at data, you can see that the more upper class neighborhoods of New York City have decreased in population by over 40% from March 1 until May 1, kind of highlighting the ability of the people with money to escape higher density population urban areas in favor of more rural areas where there is less exposure and more space between people.
Thanks, Brian. That's great. The fact that I had found was that the top 5% of Americans actually hold $57 trillion in wealth. So what that made me think of is when we're in such a time of need and when we've already, the federal government has already doled out about $2 trillion, is there a way that that top 5% of the population could find a way to maybe have a one annual tax of 5% and put that back into the economy, put that into social services, put that back into infrastructure, put that into our healthcare, and maybe that would make a big step forward in getting us ready for the future in case we have to deal with something like this again. I think all of us have seen how the haves and have-nots divide has really grown in the United States, and all of the support systems that I think a lot of people thought that we had really didn't help those who needed it most. And so that was one of the big things that I think we've all seen, and it's been really difficult to witness. Anybody have anything to add at all? Well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. This video was just created to help students come up with some ideas what they could talk about with their friends. And I hope that this is helpful to all the King Middle School students in the Matinicus house. We're going to watch this video and maybe get some ideas about how their video is going to look. So thank you so much, Jordan, Anna, and Brian for helping us out. And I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.